Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jaimini Astrology channel. This chart in front of you is taken from the book Advanced Use of Jaimini Char Dasha by K.N.Rao. K.N.Rao discussed that chart, especially Rashi, in order to talk about the event, especially accident happening to the owner of the chart. What I was going to do, I took Navamsha, I checked the Navamsha in order to see and confirm if we would be able to trace the same event by using Navamsha Dasha. As I've said, K.N.Rao discussed that accident happening to that person by using Rashi chart and Chara Dasha. I took Navamsha, checked the Navamsha Dasha in order to see if we would be able to confirm and trace the same event by using, obviously, Navamsha Dasha. So we will talk about Navamsha Dasha and the accident which happened to that person when he was 7 years old. As I've said, that example is taken from the book Advanced Use of Jaimini Char Dasha by K.N.Rao, page 177. So, what was the case? The boy, aged 7 at that particular time, was trying to save a dog entering an unenclosed electric installation. What was the result of his action? The dog was luckily saved, but the child, 7-year-old at that particular time, got burns, unfortunately, and as the consequence, as the result of that accident, a month later, the child had his leg amputated. So literally, the child lost one of his legs. And now we're going to trace that event by using our Navamsha Dasha. As you can see on the screen, you've got written it down. Mahadasha, Antardasha and Pratyantardasha, when the event took place. Starting from Mahadasha. Obviously, as we can see, Navamsha Lagna falls in the sign of Kanya, yeah, which is here. Yeah. That's Navamsha Lagna. First we'll discuss Mahadasha. Mahadasha was Mina. What we see in Mina, we've got Mangala, which is Atmakaraka in the first house, along with Surya Putra Karaka and Ketu, Rahu in the 7th house. Yeah. So this is the Mahadasha of Atma Karaka. If you learn Jaimini a bit, you know that Mahadasha of Atma Karaka is known as also causing mishaps. Okay? So the Mahadasha of Atma Karaka might bring mishaps to the native. Okay? So that's the first indication. Atma Karaka, yeah, in Lagna, in Mina, because we're talking about Mina Mahadasha. Then we'll look at the 6th house. In the 6th house, we've got Shani, Amatya Karaka, which is also natural malefic. 6th house of accidents, injuries, and wounds, for instance. Yeah, so we've got natural malefic Shani in the 6th house. Okay, what else apart from that? What else would give us an indication? We've got Guru, which is Gnati Karaka in that chart, okay? And Guru Gnati Karaka is aspecting, sorry, just give me a second, and Guru Gnati Karaka is aspecting the 6th house of accidents along with Shani, natural malefic, remaining there. So that's the first indications confirming that something might happen in that particular time. Okay, so let me erase that and we'll discuss further Antardasha of Tula. Yes, before we discuss that, just pay attention to one more thing when we talk about the Mahadasha of Mina. You should notice that there are no benefic grahas in Kendras as seen from Mina Mahadasha. Okay? So then we're coming to Antardasha of Tula. What we can see. Tula, which is here, is 8 places, 8 houses from the Mahadasha of Mina, Tula Antardasha. And we can see that that Antardasha is 8 places away from Atma Karaka, a factor which we cannot omit. Yeah, this is very important factor. Yeah, Tula falls 8 places, 8 houses, 8 rashis away from the Atma Karaka and from the Mahadasha of Mina. Atma Karaka in our chart is obviously Mangala. And what can we see from Antardasha? Angel. Okay, so we're going to the 6th house, which falls in the sign of Mina, and we find here our Atma Karaka, signifying our body. Atma Karaka, Mangala, in the 6th house of accidents, injuries, wounds, etc., etc. Okay, so what else? We see Shani. Shani is in sign of Simha. See Shani, natural malefic, aspecting the Lagna, as seen from Antardasha and the Rashi of Tula. We've got obviously Chandra, Bratri Karaka here in the sign of Tula, but I'll add a few words about Chandra at the end, okay, of that video. So, another indications as seen from Antardasha of Tula. Atma Karaka, Mangala falls in the 6th house of accidents, and then Lagna, which is Tula, is aspected by natural malefic Shani. Okay, so let me clear that one more time. Just give me a second. Obviously, let me write it down. There is K2 because I erased K2. Okay, there is K2 in Mina. Okay, I'll quickly erase the rest. And we'll talk about Pratyantardasha of Simha. Okay, so here is our Simha Rashi. What is the Simha Rashi known for, along with Danu Rashi in Jaimini astrology? It is the Rashi which might cause the accidents, along with Danu Rashi, okay, in Jaimini astrology. So we're talking about now Pratyanta Dasha of Simcha. What we see in Simcha? Here we've got Shani, natural malefic in the Lagna. Okay? Then we've got Guru, our Gnati Karaka in Mesha, but from Mesha, Gnati Karaka is aspecting the Lagna and natural malefic Shani placed there. Okay? One more factor. Pay attention that Atma Karaka is found in Mina, which is the 8th house from Pratyantardasha Lagna. It is also very important factor. Atma Karaka falls in the 8th house from Pratyantardasha Lagna. Okay, so as we can see through the quick analysis of that event, that accident, Navamsha Dasha also confirms very clearly the accident occurring in the life of that at that time such a young 7-year-old child. Okay, so I wanted just to very briefly mention the Chandra found in Tula Rashi, and in our Jaimini astrology playing the role of Bratri Karaka. Why it is worth to mention Chandra? Because when you see the Rashi, Chandra plays the role of Lagnesh in Rashi. This is the Lagna Lord in main Rashi chart. Okay, so it is also worth to pay attention to that factor. Okay, so I hope it was helpful. You could learn something from that. As I've said, that example was taken from K.N.Rao's publication. For all those interested, it is found on the page 177. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.